Hi there, I'm Lisa Doyle with Rockcliff Realtors, and welcome to East Bay Real Life. So I want to bring to all of our clients, people who live in this area, anyone who's looking to move into our area, information that will help you. So every week I'll bring to you, maybe tips, advice, circumstances that you can learn from that we're seeing in the market right now. It'll just be a way to help update you, introduce you to people that can help you along the way as well. So today I've got two tips I want to give. One is for sellers and one is for would-be home buyers. So something that we experienced now twice in the last month, and I thought it was worth sharing that will help you if you are in the process of selling a home or in the future you would be selling a home. So it's not uncommon where a homeowner might receive an offer that maybe it's not quite what you want, or maybe the offer is even low. Like I have a circumstance recently with a house that's actually closing escrow in about a week and a half, where the offer came in very low. The homeowner's natural inclination is to reject the offer, right? Tell them no. Obviously, we're not accepting a low offer. So what we did instead, and here's what I suggested that they do, and I've seen this happen in my 33 years in the business many, many times, and it's something for you to gain from that will help you when you're involved in a negotiation. What I shared with them is, even though the offer came in low, let's counter the offer. The natural emotional response from a homeowner when they are offended, which is what a low offer can sometimes do, is offend the owner, is to just flat out reject. We're not even going to respond, we're not going to counter. But what I suggested that we do instead is let's go back with a counter offer that would be a price that you would want, which was, there was a significant gap in this one that I'm sharing with you that's closing here in about a week and a half. And sure enough, we were able to pull the buyer up. So I've had in the past times where an offer comes in even $200,000 under asking, and we are able to pull the buyer up and get them to accept an offer that's at a fair number, that at a price that the homeowner wants. So that is my advice to would-be sellers, is keep in mind sometimes buyers come in low, and that does not mean that they are not willing to pay a fair number. That I'm always the first to get in there and fight to pull that price up. And of course, if the buyers are not willing to pay the right price, then we do not work with them and we find another buyer. So that would be my seller advice. Now, as far as buyer advice, I've had this happen over the last month or so as well. So something that's worthwhile to share. So mortgage lenders are very important in the real estate transaction. Very, very important when it comes to being able to actually close your escrow. So my advice to a buyer, excuse me, is many times buyers will go online and search for lenders. Maybe there's someone that we've never known or we've never worked with, or maybe they're even out of the area, which is what we experienced recently. A back east lender with an online company who we don't have any real connection with. We can't even really talk to them if anything comes up during the process. So the transaction that I just recently closed, we had significant problems and we were very delayed in the escrow closing because the buyer's lender was out of area. They were not reachable. We could not communicate with them. We could not solve a problem quickly and easily. So my advice to buyers is really be cautious and mindful of who you work with to do your loan. My recommendation is work with someone that's local, work with someone that we can meet with and we can actually show up at their office. If there's any problem, we're going to sit down together and we're going to solve it, rather than days and days of trying to track a lender down over the phone. And families, both buyers and sellers, are just waiting and basically left to not know what the status is. So my advice to buyers is make sure that you're careful about who you choose for your loan. So that is my bits and pieces of advice for this week. This is East Bay Real Life. Of course, next week I'll bring to you more insightful information that will hopefully help you in your next real estate transaction. If you have questions along the way, feel free to call me. I'm Lisa Doyle, and I look forward to talking with you soon.